Hello, everyone. I want you to know that I am trying my best to move away from the deception and the fraud and exposing that because it kind of gets consuming at times. And once you see a little bit, you start seeing more and more as you move along. And something just kind of prompted me to look at this old footage from 2006 where NASA and their crew is just kind of talking about their mission and what they did, and they're replaying a lot of the footage. And you're seeing many different camera angles, kind of like a Hollywood movie, just different angle after different angle. And they're doing some of their old tricks, working out, going through the hallways, spinning each other around. Just classic NASA stuff they do. Water suspended in space, and they're just having fun. And it's kind of the typical stuff, and it looks really realistic. It's the stuff that I watched when I was a huge space fan and thought, wow, this is so cool. I want to be able to do that. And people forget that we were, most of us anyways, like the rest of the world, big fans of space and space travel and deep space and all of that. It was really 100% real to us, and there was no arguing with those facts. It was proven. But I was watching this guy here and just thinking, how did they do this back then? I mean, I know it was just 2006 and they have billions of dollars, but it looked so real until I noticed something with this guy here. He's about to eat a cracker, and you'll watch. It looks pretty normal. I'm going to play it at regular speed.
Or you can make a little frisbee to eat. And a little.
So, not sure if you noticed that, but something strange happened with his eye. Really strange. And I was like, let me slow that down. It looked like some giant tears just came out of his eyes, like a cartoon. And so, watched it again, a little slower. And then when he opens his eyes, they just kind of, something comes out of them. Really weird. And I thought, man, is he wearing glasses or something? So I was slowing it down. And the more you slow it down and zoom in, the more you start seeing what's going on. This little cracker here is really not even there. It kind of goes transparent right when it hits his nose, kind of like almost goes into his face, reappears, goes into his mouth. You can kind of see the computer animation going on. It looks real though at first glance, but watch his eyes. Look at this guy's eyes. Watch what happens. It's like a Snapchat filter when you raise your eyebrows, turn into a puppy dog or something weird. Look at that. It's like, don't cry. It's just a cracker. Don't cry, little guy. But what I think is happening here is his necklace is most likely layered in with some after effect, and that shiny necklace you see glistening, there's like a ring on it or something. I think somehow gets teleported to his eye when they were doing this. I don't know what sort of technology they were using. Of course, it's not what they have now. They have much better technology, but it looks real when you first look at it. And I would never give this stuff a second look if I hadn't seen a lot of other fakery. But again, look, his mouth almost looks like it's vanishing, like it goes away. But there it is. As soon as he opens his eyes, crying them big tears, and it moves with his face. That's the weird thing. That's why I think it has something to do with the necklace. They want it to kind of move with his body. But really strange, unless he's some sort of robot in space. That shouldn't be happening. But here it is again. Watch this cracker coming in close. Here it goes. It looks real. Looks real. Still looks real. But right about here, cracker starts vanishing into his face a little bit. Reappears. Goes into his mouth. Something they probably did this frame by frame. He's a really good actor because it looks like he's actually eating something. It really does. Even though the one side of his mouth kind of just vanishes. His face kind of looks like made out of liquid or something. Like a big bubble. But his eye, that's just the funny thing. The eye. Just look at that. Look at that. And you just can't make this stuff up. It's passed along. I mean, they showed this. So this has been shown to many people. They were proud of this footage. But man, something is coming out of his eye for sure. Look at this. It's like he's got a glass eye and it's popped out of his head. Kind of freaky. Almost looks like you can see through his head. Maybe you can. Maybe that's what you're seeing. Maybe he's in front of a green screen, and maybe you're seeing actually through his head. I just thought about that because see how it's really bright back there with the window? Might actually be seeing through this guy's head. Like somebody just shot a hole in his head. Probably what we're seeing. Just now realizing that might be what we're seeing. I could be wrong, but thought this was funny. wanted to pass it along. I'd never seen this floating around. Maybe it's been floating around and I'm sharing something that's old news, but I thought it was worth you guys looking at and giving me your opinion. I'm sure they will just make up something like it was his contacts, and back then they were big and sometimes fall out when you're in space. That just looks weird. Weird and kind of freaky. So let me know what you guys think. Again, this is no big deal. It's not really that important. We are deceived, or the world is deceived, and if people can't see it, that's okay. I could be wrong about this. Could be just a camera glitch, but again, it just looks really fake when you slow it down and zoom in just a little bit. But thank you guys for helping expose the lies and looking into more important truths than all of this stuff. Yes, the world has some evilness in it, but there is hope for those who find the truth that actually sets them free, and it has nothing to do with the shape of the earth. So, thank you guys a lot for all that you do. Couldn't do it without you. We love you. God bless.